T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm reviewing Voyager class Megatron from the Studio series from movie friggin' 1. Yeah. But he's number 54. He comes with this backdrop right there. That's from the City Attack. He comes with an instruction manual, and he comes with this little whip that his hand transforms into, or mace chain that his hand transforms into. This can rotate. It is on a mushroom peg right there. It can attach to both arm sockets right here. The hand is like this. You put the hand in. You can put it in like that and have it arched that way, or you could put it in like this and have it arched this way. And like I was showing you, you can rotate this. And the way that's molded, it looks waffly on both sides. So yeah, you can't win there. But this thing does an awesome job of representing what the movie had going on. What I mean is, when I was trying to pose this guy up for a thumbnail, I was like, what the heck what am I even looking at? Like, it just looks like a bunch of metal shards in a humanoid form right here. So, yeah, and getting it into the pose, maybe if I had the white backdrop, it might look a taste better, but yeah. He doesn't have a waist joint, but what I do like is it has this thing right here, this little nubbin that acts like a secondary heel, so he can get into these poses right here, and the head can actually look up. So if you wanted to, you could have him on both toes without having this heel support right here engaged. Let me lift them up. So yeah, that's a cool little feature. Let's let you see the full 360 of him. The legs are where they sacrificed his robot mode, because they put all the jet kibble, like the wings, into the legs, instead of giving him a big giant wing backpack like they did for the movie Masterpiece. It's crazy, they do this all the time. Like, it used to be you'd get a bigger figure, and then they release a Legend scale or Legends class figure that gets the transformation very simplified and do it better than the bigger figures, because they try to make the bigger figures more complex. But yeah, it has a mixture of this brown plastic. Looks like the spine right here is brown, but it is mostly colored, definitely in the front. I didn't even realize pretty much none of this is painted. So like the front of this is painted, but some of the hips and some of that isn't painted with this silver paint. But it helps with the breakup of the color, because he was just a bunch of silver metal shards in the movie. Articulation, it is on a hinge and a ball joint and the hinge right there. So he can look all the way around. Get some tilting action going on. And yeah, shift forward. Kind of shift back. Shoulders on this, on that. There is a transformation hinge right there, but that doesn't really give you anything. This moves out like that, and you see the sculpting right there. Swivel. Elbow bends that much, and the wrist doesn't rotate, and the hands do not open up like the Revenge of the Fallen one. And yes, it does have hollowness right there. No waist, but the legs can kick all the way back. Kick more than 90 degrees forward. Swivel. More than 90 degree bend right there. And I don't like that, the way that looks right there. I was showing, well, let me show you that ankle pivot comes in, and a toe does this and that does that. So yeah, nicely posable minus the waist joint. And I'm not gonna lie, I do wish it had a freaking waist joint, and I wish the fingers opened up. Those are my only two gripes. Here he is next to Revenge of the Fallen Megatron and Dark of the Moon Megatron. I think that I like this one the most. It kind of even feels heavier. I don't know. Both of them, yeah. Both of them feel substantial, considering they use lighter plastic. Only problem with this is it's basically not painted. So I'm going to have to get that Target version, I guess, eventually. Or no, I'm going to stick with Movie One cast. And I think I like this one probably the least. It has the most detail, or it looks the most like a friggin' robot, I should say. And the colors, I think, are a little bit better than silver and silver on top of gray and silver. So, y'all tell me in the comments which one you like better. Here he is next to some Movie One Decepticons. I didn't feel like bringing out Blackout. I don't have whatever that thing that Optimus killed on his highway. I never did a review on him. And here's Movie One Optimus Prime. Never did a review on him either. Thank you, Nate Simmons. Transformation is fairly easy. Flip the hands in. Flip the hands in. Pull this back. Unfurl all this stuff. Clamp, clamp, clamp. There we go. Rotate the shoulders that way. Rotate the shoulders that way. Kind of bring them in like this while turning the shoulders. Make sure that this panel stays like that while you turn this way and have it down like that. Now we should be able to lift the head up and turn it around backward and put it in there and push it forward until it like clamps down. Now there's a slot here, slot there, and there's these pegs right here and one right there. Bring that down, kind of groove it onto that right there on both sides. The first time I transformed it, it seemed like these pegs stayed tighter, but the more I transformed it, the less tight that got over time. Legs, let's separate this, and definitely this right here. These, there's a little peg right there that's supposed to slot into that middle one. When I first opened it, it was nice and stayed in there, but now it doesn't want to do that. And then when it stopped working on one side, it was working on the other, but now it just stopped on both sides. So let's detach that and swing that forward. Detach it, swing it down, I mean. Then take this whole assembly, unfold everything, extend all of the silver part, but lower it like that. Take this, open that up, lift this up, and it's like kind of everything just unfolds. And basically, we tab it, this little tab, into a little spot right there. Make sure that the wing is straight like that. We can bring this up like that. Bring that up like that. Unfold all this on this side. Open this up like that. Unfold this stuff. Tab it into here. Bring that down like that. And now we can rotate this like that. And this like that. We can bend at the knee, and this little opening groove needs to peg onto this little nubbin on his back right there. Let's do that. Yeah. Make sure the foot is straight. Get it on the nubbin. And now this detached itself. Get it on the nubbin over here. Ah, boy, I've transformed this thing multiple times. It wasn't this horrible. Now we can like clamp this together. Kind of leave it like that. It's just trying to give me more stuff to edit. Anywho, there's a little tab right there. We need to get this over that. Okay. Get this over that. Make sure that this is still tabbed into there, which it keeps coming out. And now finally, there are 2 holes right here that need to peg onto this. So get that down. Get that down. Lower the feet like that. And yeah, it's unfortunate. First time I transformed it, these tabs were doing way better. But like that second transformation, and like boom, everything revealed itself to be just like the rest of the Studio Series. Anyway, it should stay decently together. It's in the shape that it should be. Get these pointing like that. And now he is his Cybertronian flight thing. Only thing I don't like about this is all of that. If you want to, you can take this weapon, port it into that hole right there, and bring it forward. Which, while you're squeezing that into there, you're going to be knocking everything apart. And it doesn't stay on there that much. So yeah, I honestly do not at all feel like transforming anything to compare this to. So I'll just take Starscream and show you that he's that much taller than freaking Starscream from nose to that. And let's zoom in on some of these details. Well, yeah, it looks like a Megatron, but I guess those are thrusters. But I guess it does look like a Megatron, because on Cybertron, I guess they didn't need alternate modes for disguise. They just needed it for function. And one of these is like twisted. Whatever. Since it's the tradition, I normally do Studio Series reverse transformations. So unplug that, which is already unplugged itself. Just basically move the legs out like that. Untab this, rotate it that way. Take this, rotate it down, flip it like this, and rotate everything into here. Now we can take this fin and try to port it there, which is not working. Put the foot like that, put the foot like that. Same stuff over here. Open that up, fold that, fold this, fold this, fold this on top of that, rotate it this way, and bend all of this in such a way where it can fit into here better. Take this tail fin and peg it into here. Open that up. Back here, open this, rotate that, rotate this, and then swing all of that in this way. Now this is kind of tough because the head kind of clamped down on these 2 panels. So it's sort of like you got to move them up at the same time you're moving the head forward. So rotate this part of the shoulder up that way, and it's like lightly clamps onto this. It doesn't actually clamp onto there, it just stays there with luck and friction. Now we could put the neck down like that, rotate the head, and bring this in, and these 2 tabs go into these 2 ports. Loosely, they do not go all the way in, but don't worry, it doesn't separate easy. Open the hands, and boom, he's done. So, vehicle mode, it's okay looking. It never really looked like much of anything, but that big open gap in the back bugs me, and the tabs don't stay together as well on multiple transformations. But This does look, it looks good, and they put a lot of silver paint on there. I guess they learned from their mistakes on that first version of Megatron, so they gave us all the paint because they knew this thing would look crappy if they didn't put all the silver on there. And anywho, I like it. It's all right. Thank you for watching. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.